Okay, so let's try this again. So even when he moves towards greater commitment and proposes to her, she does so, but kind of half-heartedly in a way, and that shows as she begins to wear the ring around her neck and isn't able to really articulate why she has done so, rather than to wear on her finger in a more traditional sense. I think that in large part, like the individual challenges that impede the relationship are kind of circular in their own right, which is why I think that structural is such a good fit for them, because their circular causality and interaction with one another is largely tied between their individual and their couplehood. For instance, like Carrie is very much an independent person in her career, but her career is built on talking about intimacy and the kind of like the way we stereotype way, right? So about sexuality, she's a sex columnist. But she doesn't often go into the deeper things. She's able to stay at kind of surface level in her writing. Sorry, my cat's making noise. But not Big. Aiden is the first man in her life to really kind of push commitment, and something that she's always articulated wanting and really seeking from Mr. Big and wasn't able to grasp. I think that in terms of the other impacts on the couple, we don't get a lot of information about family of origin for either. We do know that Aiden is very close to his parents, but we never hear anything about Carrie's, which leads me to believe that she might be estranged, cut off, or just like not close to her parents in some sense. And she doesn't seem to have siblings either. Aiden is described as like the true like American man a lot of the time. So I think that what that means also is like his charming ruggedness and the way he's portrayed as like this furniture designer and this like kind of country boy meets city, kind of hippie, means that I think for the audience in general that he's supposed to symbolize like everything Carrie needs and wants and complements her perfectly. But I think that's really the core of their relationship also, is that there's so much of her extra relationship, basically her affair with Mr. Big, and about her kind of like failed relationship with him, because he was really everything that she was trying to kind of mold him into an Aiden in a lot of ways. And later on she ends up becoming the Big because of that. I think it's very much the reason she had the affair in general, is because she was looking for someone less attainable. So it was easy for her to go back to Mr. Big, who, aside from being Mr. Unattainable as is married at the time. So I think that's about it. We don't get a lot of information about contextual factors. I would identify Carrie as middle to upper class, depending on how you kind of grapple with like her spending versus what her earning is. Aiden is more so lower middle class in his earnings. The two are both creative people, both very in touch with that creative side. But I think Aiden expresses that more so in a relationship sense, whereas Carrie kind of harnesses the ability to stay at surface level in her work and has taken that into relationships after her relationship with Mr. Big. So yeah, I think I'm going to sign off. Thank you.